Sony has pretty much just killed Helldivers 2. Regardless if the game's great or not, the move they just made ruined all the good faith that the gamers had, all the fun the gamers had with Helldivers 2, and now it has turned sour. Community managers talking trash, not defending their fan base, and in fact insulting their fan base, and the fan base has turned on Helldivers 2, as well as the community manager for Helldivers 2 is a complete and utter asshole, which isn't helping the situation. And what is going on per se? How has Sony killed Helldivers 2, and how did Helldivers 2 not actually defend the gamers and in fact double down and make Sony actually look like a good company rather than the nonsense that they're trying to pull, which is bad? Well, as you can see in front of me here, Helldivers 2 requires you now, for those who bought it on Steam, requires you to get a PlayStation account and link it with your PC account. So Helldivers 2, an important message from our partner PlayStation about account linking for PC players and its significance in providing player safety features. Long story short, they always said this was going to happen. A lot of people didn't know about it, but you have to, as of May 6, all new Helldivers players on Steam will be required to connect their Steam account to a PlayStation Network account. Current players on Steam will start this mandatory login from May 30th and will be required to have linked to Steam and PlayStation Network account by June 4th. And it has everything to do with nothing more than just like, oh, we have to keep it politically correct. It's for our safety of the community. It's for rules enforcement because there might be some bad people saying naughty words. Oh no, triggered. And one of the main problems with that as well is you have to get a PlayStation Network account, and now you're beholden to Sony, not actually Steam. Even though you don't even own a PlayStation, you have to link it. That makes no sense at all. But one of the problems as well is that it's not very likely, but there are a lot of places in the world, for whatever reasons, where people actually have bought the game. They have it on the Steam reviews right now and show that people have bought the game in areas where it is not possible to have a PlayStation Network for whatever reason, or link it together. I'm not sure why that is, but it's a fact, and everyone knows about it who is involved in this game, that people who did buy this game will now no longer be able to play it in less than a month. Kind of bullshit there, so they don't... Oh, and do they get their money back? No, I don't think so. Helldivers 2, developed by Arrowhead Game Studios, is facing backlash as Sony mandates that PC players link their Steam accounts to a PlayStation Network account, a feature that was previously optional. This move has sparked controversy, with many players expressing concerns about the newly mandated requirement. It appears that there are already bots attempting to manage the fallout from this change. However, this isn't the first time bots have been used to promote Helldivers 2. In January, bots praised the implementation of crossplay feature in a post that received no retweets, 16 likes, and 1 million impressions. In March, bots praised a new War Bond update in a post that received no retweets, 29 likes, and 720 impressions. The question arises, are individuals associated with Helldivers 2, Sony, or PlayStation behind these bots? And if so, what is their motivation? If you use this in a video or article, please be sure to credit me for learning and studying how these bots function or to find them in this quantity. Alright, so thank you, Master of the TDS. Appreciate that. Not only that, but the community manager is now in the game's Discord, as I mentioned earlier, about how they're just doubling down and making everything worse. Instead of having some empathy or sympathy for the gamers now that have to go through this nonsense and connecting accounts, and maybe some can't, maybe they'll lose their game and have wasted their money, they're in the community Discord talking trash.
And if we look at the roles in that, they have the role of community manager in the official Discord.
Ooh.
That is a real message from the real community manager on the real Helldivers official Discord. The context...
Okay, what is the context?
Is that a player said, this will kill the Helldivers 2 on Steam, backpedal or lose your player base. And the community manager said, I thought you were refunding and leaving. And who spits? That's a community manager, official community manager on their Discord. That's the most tone-deaf shit I've ever seen.
Breaking news! Breaking news! As I was in fact editing this video and I was looking at see if there's any more pertinent information pertaining to this said video I am making right now, there is an update. Helldivers CM Spit's tone-deaf messages are being purged from Helldivers 2 Discord for today. Maybe he's getting a talk. So all that bullshit that was going on in the Discord for Helldivers 2 is now being, I guess, hopefully rectified. The developers themselves have come out and said that what's going on is not their fault and they're sorry for it. Sony has got the power here, and it's going as well as they expected. That people are upset, but at least you know what, they are taking the messages away. Maybe they're trying to cover it up. I don't know, trying to hide it too late. But at least they are in fact trying to rectify the situation maybe a bit there. Hopefully that guy's getting fired. I mean, what kind of community manager does that, by the way? It's like, my job's a community manager. I'm supposed to be the manager of the community and, spread positive vibes and be here for people who bought the game, who are the paying customer. So what do? I insult them. All these community managers suck at their job. Start hiring people based on merit, not on their political, gender, affiliation, or whatever pronouns they're putting in their social media bios. We need a meritocracy, mother. This isn't a charity. Now back to your regularly scheduled video. And if you go to Steam right now, you will see that they are now being review bombed like you wouldn't believe it, considering this game was one of the most popular and well-received games on Steam in a long time. It is all be going downhill for Helldivers 2. Yeah, I'm not linking my account to PSN. April 2011, hackers access personal data of 77 million PlayStation Network users. May 2011, personal details on 25 million Sony online entertainment customers stolen. June 2011, Sony Pictures website hacked, exposing 1 million accounts. November 2014, hackers steal 100 terabytes of data from Sony Pictures. August 2017, hacker group accesses Sony social media accounts. September 2023, Sony investigates alleged hack. October 2023, Sony notifies employees of data breach. Exactly 11 or 12 years after the fact, they finally get around to it. This is an amazing game. However, due to Sony forcing players to make a PlayStation account months after release, I'm going to have to say this is a negative review. The bait and switch is cringe. Some people can't make PlayStation Network accounts where they live, and I have been locked out of my account for a year now with subpar support from Sony, not to mention all the data breaches Sony has had in the past decade. Unfortunately, leaves me being unable to play the game. So it's going to be a refund request and a negative review. I bought this game on Steam with the intention of playing it on Steam. I do not know or will I ever have a PlayStation account. Forcing players to link or be banned from the game months after launch is unacceptable. I would refund this if I had the opportunity to do so. Honestly, absurd behavior from Arrowhead. Last one here I'll read. I was so busy having fun that I forgot about corporate greed for a moment. And in the news here as well, which is, they're trying to do some damage control, but the people who are community managers who should be the face and the voice of the gaming company on social media are assholes. But, Helldivers 2 dev reminds players it's Sony's decision, not ours, amid PSN backlash. We always knew this day would get here. Helldivers 2 suffers Steam review bombing following controversial PSN account linking announcement. Yep, that's usual how people tell you they're not happy about a thing. And here are the reviews of Helldivers 2. In the last day, we've had a massive, most reviews ever in an entire day or week in any genre subgroup here of over 3,000 like that. So I think, long story short, Helldivers 2, rest in peace. You had a good run. And you fucked it up, Sony. Thank you for watching the video. I'm the Ghost of 8. Last but not least, most importantly, stay black. Question authority about the high ground shapeshifters building movie stars spring Kim Joe 7 levels inside John's Go Tire 7 up before Joel House with that fake Al Jose Hill Flex for the frogs gay white man. Bring you down.